And so, with that, the 2024 regular season has officially come to an end. Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, finished the season 14-3. By all accounts, this was probably one of the um, best regular seasons for the Philadelphia Eagles had in terms of just how it started out and how the Eagles, the entire team just came together and um, really started playing some of their best ball. They overcame some adversity in the beginning of the season, and really just looking at the season, the entire season in review, um, the Eagles could have easily been 15-1. The only game that we weren't really competitive in was the Tampa Bay game. The Eagles could have easily been 15 and they could have been 16-1. We had, we had brain farts in the Falcons game and in the second game against Washington, but we could have easily been 16-1 and we could have had the first round bye. But that doesn't take away from what was an unbelievable season, a historic season um, for the Eagles. And obviously, the guy that was at the forefront of it all was Saquon Barkley. He was just spectacular for us this year, and you know, I'm just so glad that we were able to get him on our team, and we were able to give him the kind of team and kind of supporting cast that he needed and that he honestly deserved. Um, this past game against the Giants, nobody really played. Well, no, I don't mean nobody really played. Our starters didn't play. Jalen Hurts was out. Um, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, a lot of our key guys sat down. Um, and there was, some controversy about it as far as Saquon goes. I know a lot of people wanted him to play. They wanted him to go for the record. They wanted to see history made. And I'll admit, I would have liked to see it, but you know, you really can't. You don't want to push it. You don't want to chance anything, especially with seeing some key guys for other playoff teams that did get hurt. You know, I know Jordan Love hurt his elbow, I think, in the final game. Christian Watson, the receiver for the Packers, tore his ACL. Jaden Daniels, he got hurt, and though they all had playoff spots clinched, and they all are going into the playoffs either nicked up or they won't be able to play at all. So I think the Eagles, in the midst of all the uh, back and forth about whether or not to play Saquon, I think they did the right thing. Give kind of use Week 18 against the Giants as kind of like a kind of like a bye of their own. We obviously we don't have the first round bye. The Lions got that, but just kind of use it as a um a kind of a built-in week off. Give some of our best players a chance to get healthy as we get ready to go on the playoff run. Um, just a couple of things that I noticed from this game against the Giants. Um, Tanner McKee, he looks like he's a legitimate backup quarterback. Well, no, sorry, not legitimate backup. He looks like he could be a good quarterback. He's played really well for us in relief this year. Um, he was solid, man. He was solid. Um, He had made some really nice plays for us. 27 of 41, 269, two touchdowns. You know, that you really can't ask for a better start from somebody than that, a more solid start. Um, Running game wasn't that great, but I mean, again, we have our second and third stringers out there. But the passing game was really the highlight of the afternoon for us. Finally, we had a Jahan Dotson sighting, 7 for 94. Um, Nia Smith, I don't think I've heard his name since the preseason. He had a little touchdown catch for us. Um, and the defense played well too. Uh, our young guys really uh, got some big minutes there, and Sidney Brown with the game clinching interception. The Giants, they're not an offensive juggernaut by any means, but to hold them to 13 um, was it was nice to see. It was again. This is the last game of the season. We don't really have anything to play for in terms of standings, in terms of you know um, accomplishments. I mean, the only thing that we had to go after was the record for Saquon, and I've already talked about that. So other than that, there wasn't much really to try and go after. But it's still nice to see the second and third units hold down the fort and play well in place of the regular starters. One thing I will say about the Giants, um, Malik Neighbors, man, he's he's a problem. He's a problem. He's good. He's the Giants. They uh they scored with that one. 10 years after taking Odell Beckham Jr., they take Malik Neighbors, and he's uh he's going to be an issue for the Eagles. I'm really looking forward to seeing him and Quinyon Mitchell go at it for a long time in this division. Those are going to be some fun battles to watch, and it's really going to um, spotlight the Eagles Giants rivalry as one of the best in the not just the NFC East but in the entire NFL. Um, so to all the Giants fans, you guys got a good one in Malik Neighbors, and you know you you get yourself a quarterback. You know that's going to be is going to be he's going to cause headaches for us as Eagle fans, but um, it's going to be fun to see him to see our guys to see our young up and coming defense go up against him for uh, the next several years. So that was good, but you know, not much to talk about. It was nice to. It's always nice to get a division win for bragging rights. The Giants obviously don't have anything to play for. The Eagles didn't have anything to play for, but it's always nice to close the season out on on a nice win against a division opponent. 5-1 in the division, could have been 6-0, but that's water under the bridge. It's time for us to get ready for this playoff run. I'm going to talk about that on another segment, um, as well as the health of some of our big players. But yeah, 14-3. That's not bad. That's not bad, man. Especially after how last season ended and how this season started. After everything that we went through, 2-2 in the beginning of the season, a very a very shaky offense. People calling for the quarterback, the coach. What the heck is going on? you know, since from last year is still on the Eagles. This team, all this other stuff, all the speculation about getting rid of everybody. Go from that to going what 12-1 over the next over the course of the season. That's not bad. That's not a bad way to end the season. So I'll take it. 14-3. Let's get ready to go on this playoff run. Go Birds. We're going to get more into that in another segment soon. So yeah, it's going to be a green January. I'm looking forward to it. Go Birds.